Right, back. Let's do this very quickly. So, right, do the SW coming through. My children, this is the next phase. Now we're reversing the order. We have to find the center and the radius. Obviously, we did this. We saw the center. We're given the center. We're given the radius. Now we reverse the order. They will give you this equation, and they will say what's the center. We already said if we don't see nothing next to x squared and y squared, our center is origin, which is 0 and 0, straight up. And then this 74, obviously, stands for r squared. R squared is 74. So if r squared is equal to 74, finding the square root of that will be plus or minus. So it's plus or minus root 74. But we know our radius can only be positive. So it's root 74 units. So that's our radius, basically, in short. Done. Let's come to this one. This one, obviously, we want to find our center again. Center. What is it that we see? We know if it's plus 3, in actual facts, it means our radius is negative 3. If it's minus 5, actual facts, our radius is positive 5. Because, obviously, we change the signs. In short, if you have x plus 3, they're equal to 0. X will be equal to negative 3. So that's how you find you just change the sign, basically. So it's minus 3. Change this sign, negative 5, positive 5. That's our center. And then what's our r squared? Our radius squared is this 49, because that's for r squared. Square root of that, plus or minus, which is plus or minus 7. Then we take the positive 7 units. So that's how we find the center if it's given like that. And then we're going to have things like this, obviously. Remember this one? We know if there's nothing next to x, it means the coordinates of the center here, x is 0. So the center here, x is 0. And then y is the positive 3. Straight up there, change the sign. And then we know this represents r squared. So r squared is equal to 53. Square root of that, plus or minus. So r is equal to root 53. We take the positive one, not the negative one. Yeah, basically that's what we are doing. It's a repetition of all of that. So if you go to page 191, that's it, page 191 in your platinum. What this tells us, we're given something like this again. Obviously, if there's nothing here and there's nothing, there's the 0 and the 0 there. It's at the origin, so center 0, 0. And then my r squared is this 100. So finding square root of that, plus minus. So it's plus or minus 10, which will take the positive 1. So I'm busy repeating the same thing. Change the sign here, negative 6, x is positive 6. There's nothing for y is 0. So we see that there's nothing for y, so it's 0 there. X is 6. And then there it's going to be plus or minus. Plus or minus. Don't worry about that sound. That's Mali B saying hi. That's my boy there. Hey, good to be home. And then the radius here, it's 10 units. Right? That's it, basically. R squared, we know the y and the x coordinate. Right, then we get to this one. Now, this is what I'm not going to be doing next, which is completing the square. Away.